welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star, and I've got a bone to pick with the reselling community. In fact, I have about 3 bones to pick with y'all, but we're going to split this up into 3 videos so that I can do one rant or video of tough love at a time. I want to address with the community this sense of best offers not being worth your time or taking low offers personally. And that's what we're going to talk about today. But I also want to talk about the race to the bottom and the fast nickel. A lot of you know that is my soapbox, and that is something that that's my hill that I've chosen to die on. And so we'll talk about that in the second video. And then I also want to talk about routines and schedules and how to stay motivated and continue to keep working even when you don't feel like it. And that one's going to be less of a rant and more just tough love. But that'll be the third one. I haven't really thought of like an overall theme for these videos. Star goes on a rant. Star picks bones. I don't know. But there's 3 big things I really want to address with the community that I've seen come up over and over again. Not only in the Facebook groups, but on Instagram, personal messages I've been receiving, emails I've been receiving, and just conversations and stuff with other resellers. So it's time to address best offers. I've talked about these in the past. The number one thing you guys need to remember is that there is a psychology to selling, and buyers like to get a deal. They like to see things on sale. They like to see things marked down. They like to get an offer for less than it's listed. You do have to learn the fine art of pricing high enough that you have room for offers, but buyers like offers. There's absolutely a psychology to selling. There was actually, I'm going to show you my Instagram and show you this meme that I shared based on this very thing that I'm talking about, where folks want a deal and they're more inclined to go for a deal. So let's say that you have 2 stores next to each other in a mall, and this one's jeans are $49.99 and this one's jeans are $89.99 and 50% off. Even though they're going to be the same price, which I might have mathed that wrong, but you get my point. If they're the same exact price, but this store has a huge red sign in the window, 50% off, people are probably going to go buy those versus the ones that are marked at regular price. And now, oops, let me share my screen with you real quick just to show you this meme that I am referring to. I actually got it from Clara from List Perfectly. And she had shared it in the List Perfectly group, so I screenshotted it. I shared it in our group, and I shared it on Instagram just to kind of get it out there to as many people as possible and get as many eyeballs on it as I could. So in 2012, JCPenney got rid of all sales, discounts, and coupons to institute the fair and square pricing policy. The consumers hated it. The company's stock plummeted. The CEO was fired, and they had to revert back to inflating prices so people would be tricked into thinking the sales were actually a good deal. And that's exactly what I'm saying here, guys. People want a deal. They want to see a sale. They want to see offers. And this kind of ties in with pricing your items correctly in that race to the bottom, which we'll get into in the next video. Now, I'm mainly going to focus on eBay here real quick because Mercari and Poshmark are actually kind of set up that you have to do offers if you're going to get sales. Poshmark's platform is absolutely set up so that the buyers are trained to like your items and bundle your items and wait for an offer. That's just how that platform works. And Mercari is much the same way. They are set up so that their buyers are expecting to get offers. eBay, I would say, is set up the same way. First of all, if you have best offers on your listings, they get preferential treatment in the search algorithm. So if you have them on your listings, number 1, you're getting a better search ranking on your items. So that's a no-brainer. Why wouldn't you have best offers on if that means you're getting a better ranking than people who don't? The second thing is it's been around for long enough that buyers on eBay are also kind of trained to say, hey, I want to make an offer on this. We can send offers to buyers on eBay now. That's been like a recent thing in the past few years that kind of was, um, you know, what Poshmark does, and eBay implemented it as well. But prior to that, buyers were used to being able to send offers because they want a deal. If they see that your jeans are up for $40, they're going to offer you 30. You can counter with 35 or come, to some kind of agreement. The thing is, I see a lot of people saying two things, which are the two really big things I want to address. Other than the fact that you got to have the psychology down, you got to give people a deal. That's what buyers are looking for. That has been proven and talked about and ran into the ground so much. But the two big things I want to address today are the encampment of folks that don't have time for offers, and the encampment of folks over here who find offers and lowballers and countering and all of that frustrating and insulting. So let's address the I don't have time people first. If you don't have 2 seconds to counter an offer, then I don't know why you're even reselling. Being a reseller comes with certain tasks and certain things. That's your job. You got to kind of do them. You can't just go, well, I don't like shipping, so I don't have time for that. I don't like listing. I don't like photographing. I mean, unless you're like outsourcing this and paying employees to do it for you, every aspect from sourcing to shipping to customer service and returns and all of this, the offers and the sales and everything you have to do every day to be successful, that is all part of your job as a reseller. We wear very many hats, and I don't find it to be a valuable mindset to think I don't have time for that. Not just with offers, with anything. I hear that a lot, and it's like, well, if you don't have time for it, then why is this your job? Why are you even doing this? You have to have time for everything that this job encounters, everything that this job encompasses. It takes 2 seconds, literally. And again, you're getting preferential treatment. Your items are getting ranked higher in the searches if you have best offers on. Buyers are thinking they're getting a deal, so you're probably going to sell more. And if you learn how to price properly, or price high enough that you have room for sales and offers, you're not losing money. So I don't understand this mindset of I don't have time. Why don't you have time to make more money? Why don't you have time to make more sales? It takes it literally takes less than a second. It's probably half of a second to counter or accept an offer on the phone or the computer. Now let's address the other side of this, the lowball offers, the insulting offers. This is so frustrating. Okay, first of all, number one, take your emotions out of your business. I've made entire videos about that before, and this is, hard for some of you to hear, I think, and it's, something you got to learn how to do. Emotions have absolutely no place in business. You're allowed to be a kind, compassionate, caring human being with very good morals. That's great, but it doesn't belong in your business. You got to have good ethics. You got to be morally just when it comes to not being, someone who's shady or shisty or ripping people off, of course. But your emotions have no place in your business. So the minute you see an offer that is upsetting to you, or you allow it to make you feel any type of way, whether it's frustrated or offended, you need to turn that off, because your emotions have no place in your business, number one. And number two, don't take it so personal. It's not a personal affront. Buyers aren't sitting out there looking through eBay going, I don't like this HIPPO hut. I don't like them. So I'm going to send a dollar offer just to piss her off. No, that's not how it works. They're not doing it to you personally. It's not meant to upset you. It's not a personal attack on you. It should not offend you at all. Here's the thing. Some buyers are cheap and they're seeing what they can get away with. And some buyers just kind of want to feel you out and see where you're going to go with the offers. Kind of goes back to the do you have time? Yes, you absolutely have time to counter. Um, I'm going to tell you this right now. I've had $1 offers on items and I've countered with 10% off of my listing price and they bought it. Because again, they're just trying to see what they can get out of you, what kind of a deal they can get. And some of them are just feeling you out. They're just starting as low as they can to see where you're going to go. That's all. If you come back with 10% off, they know that you're not going to come down that low. They sometimes just kind of want to get a little bit of a discount. I've had offers for like $1 off of my listing price that I just accept. I've had offers at 50% and I come back with 10 or 15% off and they'll accept it. Sometimes you got to go back and forth a couple of times and kind of meet in the middle. And sometimes you have to be firm and keep countering with the same, like if you know your bottom line, $40 is where I'm at and that's the lowest I'm going to go. You sometimes got to send it to them 2 or 3 times, but you could put a message, hey, thanks for your interest in this item, but this is the lowest I can do for you. And you can always do that like when you want to meet in the middle. If you have an item up for 40 and they offer 30, you can go back with 35 and say, hey, thanks for your interest. Can we meet in the middle? Sometimes just that little bit of a personal message of thanks for your interest. Can we meet in the middle? This is my lowest. Or sometimes I'll say, hey, thanks for your interest. This is the best we can do on an item we're offering free shipping on. Just little things like that will sometimes make them just go, oh, okay, yeah, I'm getting free shipping, or yeah, we're meeting in the middle. It makes them feel like they're compromising and they're getting a deal. But for the most part, when buyers are offering you $1 or really, really low ball offers, one, chances are they are just trying to feel you out and see where they can go, where they can get you to go. The other thing is they might be used to getting things a little cheaper because of that race to the bottom, which is going to be a whole nother video. But you just got to figure out where your low point is and stick to it. You can send a message, like I said, and just let them know, hey, thanks for your offer, your interest, but this is the best I can do right now. Remind them that you're offering them free shipping. I mean, sometimes just that little bit of a nudge, letting them know, hey, I'm going to give you free shipping. So this is the best price I can do. They'll come around. And then there are times, it's very rare, but there are times when you get a buyer who you can tell is never going to come up to where you want them to be. They'll come up 50 cents or $1 at a time, and they're still way below 50% of your, you can kind of gauge that sometimes some of these buyers are going to be a waste of time because they're never going to come up to where you want them to be. And those I either will just continue to counter with my lowest price until they run out. They get 5 offers, I believe, and then they run out and they don't have any more. So I will either just continue to counter at my lowest, or very, very, very rarely I will decline them. The reason I say very, very rarely that I decline is because every time you get an offer on an item, and then every time you counter an offer on an item, that item goes up in the search rankings because eBay's algorithm, or Cassini, sees it as a desirable item. So let's say this friend's coffee mug is up for $25. I feel like Vanna White. And you offer me, 5. Well, I'm not going to sell it for 5, but I might counter with 20, and you're going to come up to 6, and I'm going to counter with 20, and you're going to counter with 7, and we're going to go back and forth. And even though I know you're never going to come up to 20, you're only coming up $1 at a time. It takes half a second to counter with 20, and every time I do, and then every time you come back, your 5 times, my 5 counters, that's 10 times that Cassini has been told, hey, this item is desirable. There is interest in it. There are offers and counter offers being sent on this friend's coffee mug. In fact, there were 10 of them. So it becomes a more desirable item and it gets pushed up in the searches. So that's the other reason why I always suggest countering. Don't just decline. Don't set up your auto decline. Don't get upset. Don't get mad. They're not attacking you personally. And in fact, if you look at it in a positive light, they're doing you a favor. They're giving your item a free boost in the searches, which on eBay is a pretty darn big deal because we can pay for promoted listings to be placed up higher. You can jump through all of the hoops that there are to get your item placed up higher. But for the most part, this is getting an offer on an item is an absolute free boost. Thank them. Thank you for your $1 offer, you cheapskate. I just got a free boost. It's just like when you share an item on Posh Market, it shoots up to the top. But the buyer did it for you. So instead of being frustrated or offended, hey, thanks. Thanks for the free boost. And I can take, 1 second to keep countering back and just keep shooting that item up. A lot of times when I'm countering like that with an offer, with a buyer on an offer, someone will swoop in and buy it at full price because it's desirable and it's being shot up in the searches. So there's absolutely no reason, guys, not to have best offers on, not to counter them. It takes a couple of seconds. We all have time for that. And if it's making you feel frustrated or offended, you need to take a step back, take your emotions out of it. It's not a personal thing. It's somebody trying to get a deal, trying to get something cheaper, trying to see what they can get out of you. It's not personal. It's pretty much how all consumers are trained at this point to try to get deals and try to bargain. So that's all I have to say about that, as Forrest Gump would say. But I will be back because I got some more stuff I want to address with you guys. I guess this is just going to be the week of me doling out some tough love for y'all. But hopefully it helps some of you and gives you kind of like a new way of thinking of things or a different mindset towards offers. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave them down below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up before you leave. It really helps the channel so much. And if you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe to the channel. Help us feed a hungry hippo. And hey, don't forget to join our Facebook group. It's called Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. I have supplied a link for you down below to join us easily. It is free to join, and it's a really great group to be in, full of wonderful people. Until next time, go be productive. Go make some money. Turn your best offers on. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You all are the best. Bye.